very serious, among other things, is President Obama's tendency to rule our country with his
yes, with a stroke of a pen.
With the executive order. That more than anything else. Because we could have Congress, we could even, I'm not saying we're going to get the Senate passed because of what's going on in Missouri, but we could at least put a stake in the ground and with Senate, conservative senators, Democratic senators, we can have a fight chance. But that's not going to stop him from sitting. This is my biggest fear. If he's going to sit in the White House, he don't even have to leave. He'll just sit there and sign stuff.
Right, but here's the deal. Here's the deal. Republicans can fight all of his executive orders. In essence, we've chosen not to right now. This isn't my decision, by the way. Okay? The Republican Party has chosen not to fight him because we're all focused on the election. And we believe that most people in the middle, if we focus on jobs, the economy, and the debt, we'll beat Obama. If for some reason Obama wins again and the Republicans still control Congress, we can do some things. We can take him to court for these executive orders. We can not provide any money to implement these executive orders. But you got to have the courage to do this. And that will happen if we still in the White House.
That would be really bad publicity against you, that you're denying money to...
And also, right now, again, some Americans are sick of the fact we're fighting. Focus on this election. I tell voters all the time, look, this guy has no business being president. He was never ready to be president. But don't focus on that stuff now. Focus on 72 days from now. Just focus on beating him. And the way you're going to beat him is if Republicans talk about nothing but what he's done. Jobs in the economy and the debt.
Well, that's why he can't run out.
He is not running out. How amazing is that? Do you know the Republican convention this week is all going to be about Romney? Do you know what the Democrat convention is going to be about? Romney. All Obama's going to do in the Democrats is they're going to rip Romney. Now imagine that. You've been president for 4 years. You'd think you'd strut up to that stage and you got stuff to talk about. Look what I've done. Look at Obamacare. Look at the job recovery. He's got nothing to talk about. So they're going to spend a week ripping Romney around.
Yes, sure.
Not surprised that Americans
You know what? You can become a speaker.
I'm surprised that the majority does not realize.
Shy?
What's at stake? Most people don't realize what's at stake, but day by day more and more people get it. Really, I really do think the American people are waking up.
But we went and see the movie, Obama.
I heard it's pretty good.
Very good. Whoever did it, whoever did it, did a great job. And one of the persons coming back, they had to be in and I said, that's because Americans the majority.
You're right, it's changing. You're right, it's changing.
Well, the other thing is we better realize we live in areas that are more populated. You get cable TV, you get satellite. There's a lot of, and I grew up in rural America. There's a lot of rural America that still is out the antenna, and they see the big networks, and that's all they see. And you don't, unless you really pay attention, we're watching ABC, NBC, CBS, and it's all the same property.
I could be dead. Go ahead. Hold on. Hey.
And it's most important.
Hey.
You know how I see our government right now is going through a divorce. It is a very nasty divorce. One side is playing the other against this. They are playing this. They have all these backers doing this, telling them what to do. You know what? It is most important, and I think everybody has forgotten that it is the country we need to work for, not this party, that party. You have to come to an agreement. It's a joint parenting agreement that, okay, I did this, I acknowledge, you did that, yes, we hurt each other, but our children are the people of our country, and if we do not, together as Democrats and Republicans, come together and go, what is the best for our children that are the basis of our country, then we are lost.
I agree with that, but I have...
And I think you can do that. I think you can. I'm tired, and I think American people are so tired of listening to, well, we stopping this, well, the Democrats did this, the Republicans did this. When was the last time anybody from any party ever heard that, you know what? What is best for our people? What is best for our children that are coming forward for our education? I mean, we are so trillions in debt to China. And China, education, infrastructure. We are sitting there bickering back and forth in divorce court. Let's get together. You are the parents of America. Let's get together and raise our children to understand that we don't always get along, but yet we need to build our country strong.
No doubt. That's going to be done at home. That's going to be done at home, and I agree with you. We need the parents. Our children have been indoctrinated with garbage for the last 30 years. And it's showing right now in the way they look at the job, and their job skills, and everything. In their beliefs, they've taken home beliefs.
I believe you very much.
Turned them around.
I agree.
Okay, against anything that was taught at home.
Home? There is no home.
There is no home.
It's just
better if there's no home.
You're raised by somebody else now.
Yes.
Excuse me. You are the parent.
Absolutely.
You are responsible. Where does this begin? You are the parent. You raising your children, and you're the role model for the children. Now let's go a step above. Now there's Congress, House of Representatives, the President. They are our role models. Now you've got them out. Well, I'm sorry, but in state of Illinois, we've got 2 governors in jail. Tell my children, what does it matter to you? Well, why could I not do anything? I could do anything I want because, well, what the heck? I'm writing a book, I'm in jail, but my God, I have a reality TV and I'm making millions off of it. This is sad.
You seem like a fair-minded man, but I've been watching this play out over the years, and the Democrats, I have to tip my hat to them because they're very focused. You talk about being fair-minded, let's come in the middle. That's not how the Democrats work. That's not what I've seen out. You know what? They are unified. We are so split with, he believes that, we want the perfect candidate. They don't really care. They can have scandals galore. They still back their man. Their agenda moves forward, no matter who's in that position. And the thing is, if we don't help our kids to be conservative, to be independent, okay, forget the party affiliation. If Joe was, he was a libertarian, or he was, even if he was with the Communist Party, with what he believed in, I don't care what his title is, and that's all I do agree. We have to elect conservative-minded people, because every generation that goes by, the society and the culture becomes more liberal.
Here's the problem.
Go, listen.
And this is, by the way, I like it because you really got to stop a good path. Look, this country is not $16 trillion. debt. It's closer to 80 to 90 trillion dollars in debt. So that's, you know what, that's a lot of money on every one of our heads and our kids' heads. Okay? Grandkids, great-grandkids, okay? The unemployment rate is not 8.3%. It's closer to 15. This economy's not growing. This economy's not growing, okay? We did not get into this big old mess because politicians fought. We got into this big old mess because politicians, Republican and Democrat, they got along perfect. What's the goal of every politician? I want to get reelected. So to get reelected, what have we done year after year? I'm going to give you things. I'm going to promise you things. We never think about how much it's going to cost. We never think about if it'll work. We never think about future generations. All we want to do is get reelected, politicians say. And so now we're at a point where we got nothing left to give. We're flat broke. We didn't get here because we fought. I think, this will show up on YouTube, I think it's a good, oh, those are my friends, they take me everywhere. I think it's a good thing that America, this great country, is finally fighting about things because we've been asleep for years and we've let it get to this point where if we don't turn this around really quickly, we're going to give our kids and the grandkids.
How do you determine we? Are we talking we as a country?
We the people.
Or we as a different political
We the people.
party?
We the people. It's easy to blame politicians. It's easy to blame politicians, and most of them deserve blame. But who has continued to elect these people year after year?
Well, you know what? You know who did? You know what? And I talked to my son, and you know what? After he's from 18 and now he's just turned 21. And he's like, Dad, why would I want to register to vote? What is one vote going to make a difference? I said, exactly. I said, and now he's in college and he's going to get, he goes, you know what, Dad? That is exactly true. One vote will make a difference. You take one vote times 1 million of your friends and students across America. One vote times 1 million is 1 million votes.
Exactly.
And it does make a difference. And I pointed out to him various elections how close one vote made throughout.
Okay,
not even just
but even don't get distracted on the one vote thing. You're right, it matters. Here's the other reason we should care. Because if we don't take care of business right now, how old is your son?
21.
He is totally hosed. He is going to be in debt beyond his eyeballs. He's going to pay our bills. And so your son who's 21, who probably wants to vote Democrat because they all kind of want to get caught up into that.
We kind of get in a little bit of that.
Well, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Tell him point blank. If he votes for Obama again, and he votes to put Democrats in charge, and he votes to put Democrats in charge of Congress, nothing will ever get done about this debt. And so every dollar he makes 20 years from now will go to pay off our debt right now.
Yes,
Young people better wise up.
At least we're not. No. He's not.
Oh,
And he'll be paying for that. I can go. I can. You have the floor. I can't speak it loud. You have the floor. But I tell you what, I got a lot longer than ever.
And you mentioned the fact that you got this way by not by working together instead of we got this way in the last few years. Walsh didn't do us any favors. Absolutely. Obama has crippled it for what you did. Absolutely. I think to get out of this, we have to work. I think we have to. This is the problem I have with the Tea Party. The Tea Party says it's my way or the highway. The Democrats say it's my way or the highway.
That's true. So
I think we have to. I would gladly see a head raising taxes. Say a one part raising taxes to a 2 or 3 or 4 part and we cut and I think we have to do that. I think this not compromising is going to get us in more trouble.
Hold on, go. Respond.
I would just say we're already in that. I mean, they can't spend the taxes. They're not spending it, they're not spending it, but they're not spending it smartly.
Exactly.
Why give them
So why would you give them
well,
The way I look at it, it's like a welfare person. The more I get, the more I'm used to it, and that's